Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our new modules, which is Unit 3, Organization Behavior and Performance. My name is Anjum Satar. You call me Anjum Satar, I don't mind. And please, if you have any question, carry on typing in the chat box as well. And if you have any question, if you're listening this recording, please drop me email on my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. Before starting this modules, first of all, we'll look, our course contents, what we're supposed to be learn, and how long will take us to cover this modules. So we are doing Unit 3, Organization Behavior and Performance. Organization behavior. So we're looking at the behavior side and we're looking the performance side. So two key elements which will focus during the delivery of these modules. If you have any question, please ask me. So LO1, learning outcome 1, be able to analyze the fundamental structure and objective of an organization in the tourism and hospitality industry. So we'll go through objective of organization and with respect to hospitality and tourism industry and how we can structure our organization to achieve organization objective. Objective is mean the end result, end of the course of action, what really we want to be achieved. So key objective, end of the day, we want to sustain in a business as a sustainability can be very important. So to do this, our key objective will be satisfy the customer needs and wants. So if we don't satisfy it, we can't really sustain in a business. So that's really we'll focus in our discussion as well, analyze the management structure. So what is the
Mhm.
management structure will be in organization to be achieve our organization objective. So then we'll use different model of behavior. There are number of models, lot of theories. So I will maybe one or two will use here, but I'll recommend you some. And when we'll go through assignment brief, we'll use more models. So today lesson I'll go through the basic stuff, and the next lesson will embed more. Because sometimes learning outcome 1 can be linked with the learning outcome 2 and 3 because it's the continuity of the unit. So all this we're supposed to be learned.
Mhm.
Second assessment criteria is analyze the objective of the tourism or hospitality organization. What are the objective of these organizations? So we can go through different organization like where you're working in your own organization. So maybe we can discuss the objective as well. So if you go on the organization website, you can read the corporate objective. You need to look around. We are doing those activities to achieve those objectives. If we don't have a structural approach, we're not going to achieve our organization objective. So we need to look around in thoroughly, evaluate how well the structure of an organization help to achieve the organization objective. So we'll discuss different organization structures, how these help, to achieve the organization objective. Then second lesson, each learning outcome we'll try to cover within a lesson. So be able to assess the operational context of a tourism or hospitality organization and how it affected by external environment. So we'll go through external environment, political, economic, social, and technological. So a lot of discussion happening in terms of UK and EU future arrangement in terms of the Brexit. So what effect will be? So as an organization, really we can't influence. We have to adjust our operation according to whatever will be happen. So we have to prepare it. So what effect will be in the business? So we appraise the different types of tourism organization in the operational context, which we'll go through, analyze the impact of external operating environment. What impact will be of the Brexit on our organization, or if the free movement stop, or the immigration policies which is set by the government as a businesses, how we respond to these, all these rules and regulations, because it will impact our performance. So key focus will be in our discussion as well. Be able to critically assess the performance of an organization. So which will go through external environment, internal organization. So we look around internal, external environment. We look around the performance in terms of hospitality industry. We'll go through the profitabilities and some ratios as well. So those will help. Be able to critically evaluate the function of leadership. Here we'll go through different style of leadership, different function of leadership, what the really leaders will do, what is the difference between management, managers and leaders. So all this will be focused in our discussion, and inductive contents, which is then of course, all this, we have a 4 LOs which we'll cover in 4 lessons. Then you're supposed to be assignment, which is cover coursework 3,500 words, and which will address all the models. The structure of tourism and hospitality industry, approaches of management, which will go through human resource, recruitment, selection, managing work, leadership style, organization structure, motivation, job satisfaction, employees performance, group behaviors, and conflict management. These are all the key areas which we're supposed to learn under this modules. Anybody, any question up to now?
No.
Okay, let's please, we'll start then. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Well, so we'll start. So what do we know about organization performance? What's come in your mind, performance?
How well business can achieve its objectives, set out some sort of plan so that they can achieve a goal.
Achieve a goal. So we can say performance, any performance we want to measure, we always looking in terms of the cost. We should drop the cost. We provide the services timely, and we improve the quality. Quality means the customer satisfaction in, especially when we're looking in the hospitality, the quality of service.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to make sure we'll do performance. So when we look the organization behavior, what is meant by organization behavior?
The organization's social responsibility.
Yes, so we need to look around how as an organization treat people, how organizations respond to culture, and what is our organization culture. Yes, so which will go through the behavior aspect, So that's our, and our LO1, which is learning outcome 1, be able to analyze the fundamental structure and objective of organization. So what's come in tourism and hospitality? What sort of the thing come? Any thought? What sort of industries come, tourism and hospitalities?
Sorry, I don't understand. Hold on.
Tourism and hospitality. What sort of which sectors come under this? One
I
is
can
a
think
hotel. What else?
of course, hotels, restaurants, resorts, amusement parks, maybe casinos, cruise ships, those type of things, banquets.
Great. So it's quite big structure of this industry, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's quite linked with each other. So, like, think about the Thomas Cook recently airline collapse in the UK, that's working more than 150 years in operation, is collapse. So that can be huge impact on the hotel and huge other even travel and tourism. Yes, so different, the rooms and all booking, those can be affected due to just this incident. So which we'll go through. So first, our assessment criteria analyze the management structure of tourism or hospitality organization using the models of organization behavior. We'll go through few today, and they will focus. So what is the definition of layers? Layers is increasingly important economic activity. So is a very important economic activity as an organization. If this activity carry on happening and will carry on earning more money, yes, will carry on achieving our organization objective. Described by different, it's opportunity for ease and relaxation. So layers therefore implies non-work time. Different other definition can be this word originally from Latin word, so we can to be allowed. So broad sense layers consists of all the waking activities that are not working activities. That's all just, relaxing activities, we can say. That's all is also part of. So we need to look around how we can create those activities within our organization that people will relax. So behavior, what's come under behavior? So anything in behavior of the people, individual, interpersonal or group that cause dysfunction. Yes, anything is called dysfunction or prevent them from fulfilling their personal or work objectives. Yes, so that's anything. So we need to be look around. We help them. We keep it behavior right, and that will help to achieve the organization objective as well individual objective. Dysfunction, any disturbance in a person or system. So as an organization, we need to develop a structure or the system that don't be disturbance in a personal or the system. Like, IT system, like various other systems, those prevent that can be create a problem for our organization, which prevent it from fulfilling its intended role. Does it make sense?
Right, yeah.
Any question here?
No.
Okay, next we're looking organization behavior. Organization are social arrangement. What is the definition of organization? Any definition of organization?
A large entity, body, that it's made up of a variety of departments.
Yes.
A business. It's a large entity. It could be large entity. It could be small.
Yes, all come under organization. So some people say organization is an artificial person. It should be treated as a human being equally. Yes. So in our organization, organization itself is an artificial person. Yes. So they have to. Yes. It's a social context. So we need to look around. Organizations are social arrangement for the controlled performance of a collective goal. So collective goal is not only the Thomas Cookie dissolve or collapse. So we need to look around. That's a collective objective, because ultimately the people working there, people are doing business with them. Yes. So as a collective.
Yes.
So that's impact not only Thomas Cook itself, it's impact of many industries as well. So organization behavior is the study, understanding of individual and the group behavior. So organization behavior is a study of understanding of individual and the group behavior, the pattern of structures in order to help improve organization performance and effectiveness. So that's all key objectives. So organization behavior, we study and understand the individual and the group behaviors, the pattern and the structure in order to help to improve the organization performance. So that's why organization behavior is very, very important area to understand. That's why we are saying interpersonal skills are very important. You understand what is happening. Yes. So that's why it's huge important. Okay. Next we're looking within that, we have an organization structure, which in assessment criteria 3 is more in detail. The way in the business is organized as a direct effect and its competitiveness. For a business to be able to achieve its aims and objectives, it needs to organize its people suitable ways, is known as an organization structure. So in our organization structure, we have authority and responsibility. We say people will be accountable for it. We need a good communication flow within our organization, and we need a command and control. Who will be responsible for what? And we have to draw a system in a business. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because our analyze the management structure, yes, organization using the model of behavior. So we need to look around the organization structure. So when we're looking the organization structure, which we'll go through more in detail, that's in assessment criteria 3. So we look around the size of the business. We look around the type of the business we are in. We look the management and the leadership style which we have. Yes, so management leadership style. What sort of the style? Are we a democratic, autocratic, or free runner? Yes,
Right.
style the
Mm-hmm.
chain with the whenever the situation. So we need to be clearly understand these so we can understand if we don't have a right style, especially in the hospitality industry, we're supposed to be democratic, not autocratic. Yes,
Yes.
it's a huge competition. So we need to be focused on organization structure often influenced by the change by the development. So competitive in the market, for example, change, distribution channel, environment, all this will be our
Mm-hmm.
organization structure. Uh, Internal organizations within a firm, yes, internal organization of firm. Each
Mm-hmm.
worker may be undertake range of role and the structure informal or fluid.
Mm-hmm.
As a firm grow bigger, the role and responsibility each worker must become clearer. Yes, more formal structure we need,
Yep.
which will go through functional area or we call department, how need to be interact. So we need a good management system in place in finance, human resource, sales, production, whatever. Same in the hospitality and other industry as well.
Right.
Okay, structure is the organization chart. Then we, because this is your assessment criteria, the first one is look around the management system, organization behavior. So we need some thought, some sort of basic understanding management approaches as well, which we can look around for analysis purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like scientific management, have we heard about?
Fine. No.
Okay, this approach is given by F.W. Taylor, one of the management. They're saying no, people are motivated and they behave well if you give them more money. If they work hard, they will be given the more money. Thus, people
Mm-hmm.
only motivated by money.
Yeah.
Then other they're saying no, 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 that's not the case. Classical administration, you admon them well, you guide them well, people will be motivated.
Right.
Then it's come, no, that's not only the thing. You need supervision and you need democracy. You need to give them open option. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah.
need to be focused on their welfare as well.
Mm-hmm.
The system approach is can you draw a system where clear role and responsibility you give them. The people are motivated and they work, so they
Yeah.
behave in a certain manner. Then the contingency theory, they say no, 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 that's not. It depends what sort the nature of the job is. Different condition, like a contingency planning, if this don't work, you do this. So they saying, every situation is a different and you treat the people differently. So these are all, the approaches of management. That's if we want to be analyzed detail, we can go through in detail, but we'll go through further, when it's come up. So
Yes.
defining the hospitality, what is meant by hospitality itself, if you want to define it, hospitality. Hospitality is a field by definition as a service industry. The task is
Mm-hmm.
create and the shareholders wealth by servicing. So key objective of hospitality industry can be wealth, yes, shareholder wealth by servicing and satisfying the guests. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to be, if we'll satisfy the guests, they will come and they will do more business with us. Our all room will be full booked. And when our rooms will be full booked, what will be happen? Our business, because the shareholder are the investor in the business, the share prices will
Yep.
go up, and
Mm-hmm.
ultimately we are maximizing their wealth.
Yes.
Industry segment is a small proportion of the total population. So segment, so hospitality and tourism is a big industry. So segment, we can say hotel, restaurant. These are the segment, yes, elements of
Yep.
private club, managed food, events planning. More often than not, the product purchase is either intangible. What is meant by intangible and tangible?
Uh, Tangible is just something you can, is a product or something you can touch, while intangible is like it's something you can't touch, like a service.
Brilliant. Well done. That's all about. So Hospitality service provided is a part of the product itself.
Mm-hmm.
The guests to be satisfied that not only must believe that they have received a valuable service. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Service is an intangible. We can't see it. We can't store it. It's an instant. That's why we say first impression is the last impression. Last
Yeah.
impression is first impression. So we need to be very careful. If we not satisfy ourselves, how we can behave in the front of, how we can satisfy others. Yes. So that's why
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
is a management system. We need to be satisfy our workers. They will satisfy our guests. So if we don't fulfill our needs of the worker, they're not going to satisfy our guests. So if no guests, no business.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really we need to be focused in hospitality. So what's come under hospitality? Travel, lodging, assembly and events management, restaurant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the key objective is to satisfy our guest needs. Yes.
Yeah.
We need to understand each area, the behavior of definition of hospitality is act of kindness, welcoming. So we're supposed to be kind with the client. We are aware of the basic needs are accommodation refer to the relationship between the guest and the host. So we need to look around reception, entertainment of guests, visitor and stranger with the liberty and the goodwill. Yes, derived from
Right.
the
Yeah.
Latin word hospitare, we need to be look around, receive as a guest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's we need to be, then we can. So when we understand the behavior, we need to really answer some questions. Can I talk to the stranger? Am I pleasant and courteous with even when is under stress? Am I at easy when using the telephone? Do
Mm-hmm.
I generally look clean and neat? Can I follow orders to fulfill? Do I accept the criticism and gracefully?
Mm-hmm.
Do I like staying busy? Or do I do detailed work well? Do I enjoy work with other people?
Mm-hmm.
Do I enjoy helping others? So if we do all, yes, so that is
Yeah.
always, help us to be. So we need to be look around 2 points each, so is at least if we have a 16 point, we'll say, oh, you're excellent hospitality workers. So if you apply the jobs even, yes, or we recruit somebody, we need to put the system in place. We can, if we have a good
Yeah.
system in place in hospitality, the worker understand is excellent. So ultimately we can achieve, yes. So then
Mm-hmm.
one model is called Disney service model of behavior. So you need to be, if you want to be in a performance in a hospitality, smile,
Yeah.
yes, make
Mm.
eye contact,
Yes.
respect and welcome all guests, value the magic, initiate the guest contact, creative service solution, and end with the thank you.
Mm.
So that's, is called Disney model. So we need to be focused on it.
Right.
Have you heard before in your training?
No, not the Disney model. No.
Okay, so that's we use in hospitality. Then we have a 7 deadly signs of service. These are the signs when the service is not really, not happening properly. So, so maybe
Right.
we can look around those absence of passions. Really look, it's not passions to
Mm-hmm.
ignore or behave, coldness, condensations, lack of respect, robotics. These are terminology all about, we're not respecting, we're not understand the guest
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
properly. So that's all about. But these we need to be focused, not happening with us. Ultimately, that will help, to achieve organization objective. Any question?
No, no. I understand.
Okay, so next we're looking analyze the objective of tourism or hospitality organization. What are the objective tourism marketers are in the business of reminding and making customer aware of their needs.
Right.
So customer have to be motivated to act on satisfying their wants and needs, while the marketer needs to be trigger the process by supplying the objective and potential motive. So end of
Right.
the day, in hospitality industry or the tourism industry, our key objective is to satisfy the customer needs and wants. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When we satisfy, of course, we're not saying we are here to earn the profit. We are saying we are here to satisfy the human needs. We are here to serve the customer. Yes. We are
Yes.
providing a place where people are, because we never use the word profit. Profit ultimately will come.
Mm-hmm.
So how we can do it this? So like here, when we look at there are a few examples. Tourism, Victoria Visitor Center is just as an example. Member of the Visitor Center network, the staff are available to provide the traveler with the tourist information, assistance and advice. The Tourism Victoria Visitor Center provide the traveler with a wide range of service and including the professional visitor counseling, help traveler travel information, literature and accommodation. Why we are doing it? To satisfy their
Mm-hmm.
needs and wants. Yes,
Right. Yep.
and because their traveler have different, they need information. So we have to provide the literature. We have some published information. We have a map. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So all this, we need to be in our organization. Objective. Any objective to be achieved, first we need a need recognition. For the process
Right.
start, there are the needs of stimulus and needs must be triggered and identified. So if
Mm-hmm.
you need to be identify the need. Information search, we should provide information. The customer began to consult different source of information. So we as a company, we need to make sure we are on the right information, we provide the right information.
Right.
Pre-purchase evaluation. After researching the choices, the customers start to evaluate option. They are looking, oh, if I'll stay here, what I have option? Is a free gym there within a hotel? Is it the free taxi? Yes, they pick me. Or is the tour guide there? Or these sort of the things, they do pre-purchase evaluation.
Yes.
Then they do the purchase. The customer intend to purchase the product or the services. The best match the criteria. Then the post-purchase evaluation. They do the post-purchase evaluation,
Mm-hmm.
and if they are satisfied and we deliver it, ultimately we can achieve our organization objective. Yes,
Yes.
objective can be shareholder wealth maximization.
Mm-hmm.
Any question there?
No, I understand.
Okay, great. So next area we're looking now is our assessment criteria 3. Evaluate how well structure and organization help to achieve objective. So what do you think? Organization structure can help to achieve organization objective?
I believe so. Yes. Because
Clear goals? Yes.
yes,
So objective. What is meant by objective?
a, a task that you want to complete, maybe, or something you want to achieve, rather.
Yes. Objective is end of the task.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to achieve.
Yes.
So end of the task, what you want to achieve is called objective. Like
Mm-hmm.
our objective to be learn about assessment criteria 1, 2, and 3. Yes.
Right. Exactly.
So our objective. So yeah, we have an understanding. We can do it. Yes.
Mm.
So we can lot of argument can be in favor and against in because we are going to be evaluate. Yes, the
Yes.
role of organization structure within and the help to achieve organization objective.
Right.
So we discuss in the first assessment criteria as well, organization structure where the role and responsibility. So
Mm-hmm.
within our organization span of control, how many people is controlled by one manager? Yes,
Yes.
that's called span of control. Chain of
Right.
command, the line down which is instruction are passed through the layers in the hierarchy, like in our organization structure,
Yes.
who is passing order to whom.
Mm-hmm.
That need to be clearer. If we don't have a clear, we're not going to achieve organization objective. Yes,
Yes.
that create a problem. Then we have a different organization structure. It can be tall organizations. These have many layers, small span of control. Tall organization, high level of control, more opportunity for promotion because it's a tall. You can, if you're here, you can go upward. Yes,
Yes.
because if it's an organization small, is a less chance to grow.
True.
So how we can communication is a can. So poor communication as the information because it's a very tall organization. So when I'll say to something to my manager say to upper, that may be the not right message go upward
Yes.
because it's a very tall organization. Yes, they have a
Mm-hmm.
regional office, they have a head office, they have yes various other offices. So really, our message may be not delivered right, huh?
Yeah.
So that can create. But the flat organization, those work like yes, have few layers. Where are the few? That's the managers and the workers. Large
Mm-hmm.
span of control,
Mm-hmm.
characteristic of flat organization. Low level of control. Yes, that can
Mm-hmm.
be. Better communication can be manager must be delegate the work due to the larger span of control and motivate employees. Make sense of it?
Yeah.
So that's we need to be. Delayering. Sometimes it's very important delaying. Like you're a shift manager and you have a lot of guests. You delay. You can say, okay, no problem. If you think you need to offer someone discount, maybe it's up to you. You can, yes. We
Yes.
can give you power to delegate it, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Delayering is mean few layers, yes. Involve removing one or more layers of the middle manager. Delayering can cut the cost and paying more many managers, improve communication, empower remaining workers if they
Yes.
given extra responsibility, and result in the loss of experience sometimes can be or be costly initially because if we will make people redundant, delayer it, cut the
Mm-hmm.
middle level management, it can be a very costly process initially.
Right.
Okay, metric organization. That's normally in the organization structure. You have a different service. Like in a project, is a oil project. We have a different places we are trying to discover the oil. But organization structure will stay the same. Project will carry on changing.
Yes.
So that's like a construction companies as well. Matrix structures use the project-based approach in the organization design. Project
Mm-hmm.
teams are made of the representative, so those represent them from the different functional areas, and matrix team run alongside the traditional organization structure. So advantages
Mm-hmm.
each we can look around staff from the all department can work on the project. So maybe we can even in hospitality on different project, maybe people we can call from marketing, finance, and kitchen department or various other, we can work together ultimately to achieve our objective.
Right.
So drawback, split loyalty. I'm few days working with different departments, so I'm not loyal with you with your project. Like if you hire somebody from agency, you say sorry, we are short workers, send us some workers. Yes,
Right.
so they're not really loyal with the organization. They say I'm 2 days here. Why I work? I just for my hours.
Yes.
It's though, so that can be a simpler. Well, it's like a loyalty is not you're not loyal with the organization. So
Right.
administration of the metrics management is very expensive. So we need to centralization. What do you think? Can we centralize everything in a hotel?
Um,
So it's not really, because a lot
I'm
of,
not sure.
hotel manager is a responsible.
Right, exactly.
Whatever, you do with the with the guest discount, whatever you want to be, yes. If you want to change the
Mm.
menu, maybe you can, yes, according to the local, because the centralized is not a good idea.
Right,
Depends. But sometimes the cost wise is good, but when we look the many hotels we have in many countries, and we'll say no, no, everything is a centralized throughout the world, we'll sell the same product
right.
like McDonald's. We not really same thing throughout the world, because
Yeah.
in veggie countries, veggie burgers, in other countries different. Yes, different menus, different product. So authority for the decision making remain with the senior manager. Yes, some sort of we can
Yeah.
benefit
Yeah.
centralization. Firms can be benefit from the economies of scale. It can be less cost. Ensure the activity throughout the business fit with the organization objective. Quick
Mm-hmm.
decision can be made, but the drawback local differences may not be taken into account. Yes,
Yes.
employees cannot use their knowledge and working as a, and the worker
Right.
may be become demotivated. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
because
true.
every in some, maybe some is motivated by money, some is motivated by environment, some is motivated working in the team, some is motivated working individually. Yes, because in the team can be a conflict as well. So we need
Mm-hmm.
to be look around those things as well. Decentralization, you become your own boss. Yes,
Yes.
decentralized staff are empowered to make decisions. Local
Mm-hmm.
conditions can be considered and the experience of workers. But the drawbacks can be a consistent corporate message may not be delivered, fewer chances benefiting from the economies of scale, and worker down the hierarchy.
Hello?
Flexible working, organizational flexibility can be. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Hi. Sorry about, I think so is an issue with the network something, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
So if we look, organization structure is represent the organization culture as well. So the
Yeah.
culture itself come from the organization structure. So culture refer to be typical way of working within an organization, demonstrate the by the behavior of the people as well at work. So organization culture is influenced by the organization structure.
Hmm.
So structure can be types of the organization culture, power culture, powered by held by
Yeah.
the small number of people, and the role
Right.
culture, highly structured and defined role, and maybe
Hmm.
bureaucratic and the lack of creativity can be task culture based on the team working and the task. Personal culture is trained workers are given the freedom to be shared expertise and encourage the risk taking and creativity can be. So we can look around different organization culture can be due to the organization structure. So
Right. Yeah.
important team. So we need to be focused when we do the organization structure, how we can divide into teams, people. Important of team. So team important is very, very important to improve the productivity in either in hospitality as well in other industry. Yes, increase labor productivity,
Hmm.
encourage the innovation, improve the employees commitment, increase quality and lower absenteeism can be less people absent. Formal informal teams, what do you mean by formal informal teams?
Uh,
Formal, yes, we have a clear goal,
I
clear
just read it.
response.
Yeah, it says there's a leader and clear goal. Yes, I just right.
And informal is not like it's like a group.
Right.
We all smoker, and during break we carry on chatting different things. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
that's informal group, informal teams, huh?
Hmm.
There is no goals. So we need a team or in organization structure, a clear shared goal, defined role, open and honest, communal trust, effective decision making, parties, cooperation, and way of managing. So all this we need to be. So any question up to now?
No, I understand.
We'll play one quiz, huh? So that will help us to be further, and we'll go through some. So let's play. Okay, let's we'll go through. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen, but it's okay. It's back because it's got stuck for a bit. It's back. Okay,
Is
now I
back.
see your screen. Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's so this one, a reason why firm should analyze its staffing structure would be, what would be? Let's we can pick the option. Which option you think?
Identify gaps in vacancies.
Identify the gaps and vacancies. Well done, correct, great, good. And the next, advantage of the wider span of control. What is the advantage of?
Um,
Don't
let's
worry, just sorry, yes sir,
let's try. I think the last one, maybe.
last,
No.
don't worry, we'll recap. The process of string of organization hierarchy is known as
Delegating.
Delegating.
Delaying.
So which one you think? Delegating, huh?
No, delegating, I think.
Delegating, okay.
Yes. No?
No, it's not. The number of subordinate reporting to a manager is called
A hierarchy. Nope.
hierarchical organization is one has fewer managers, few layers, larger number of employees, high number of layers.
Large number of layers.
Well done, correct. Okay. Two ways information is communicated up and down the hierarchy through the what we call
A chain of command.
Chain of command. So yes, well done, correct. The key benefit after organization structure is often
No idea.
what we can, let's pick options which you can guess it. High authority, lower recruitment is a flat organization, yes, like going, it's not a tall organization.
Right,
yes.
right. Lower cost, lower recruitment. One of those two, I think.
So lower cost, yes, which is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next. A description of tall organization, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like we discuss about tall organization is mean very tall, yes, going from down to, what do you think? Which option can be?
Many levels in the hierarchy and wide span of control. Or narrow. It's between them. It's between those two.
Okay. So we'll go many layers of hierarchy and wide span of control. No, that's not. Okay. An example of delayering. What is meant by delayering?
I was going to ask you, actually. I'm not sure what delayering is.
It's mean you cutting, the like in organization structure, you cutting the number, yes?
So you're reducing staff.
Reducing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Removing responsibility, which we'll go through. A possible disadvantage of decentralized. If we decentralize things, yes, any people mean more empowered. So what will be disadvantage?
I think there's less control over decision making.
Well done, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, great. So we'll recap now. So first was right, yes. Second, advantage of wide span of control allows subordinate to benefit from the job enrichment, yes.
Right. Okay.
The process of flat organization hierarchy is known as delayering, yes.
Delayering. Okay.
So the number of subordinate reporting to the managers is called span of control, yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That was correct. Many level of hierarchy but narrow, yes.
Yes.
So tall organization, yes, narrow span of control.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the top levels, it's sitting in the head offices, because it's a tall org. Delayering would be remover of middle managers. Yes, you delay.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, I get you.
Yes, it's reducing staff, but reducing the middle level managers.
Right. Yeah. Understood.
Okay, well done. Great. So that's all about. So we'll go back to what we supposed to and what we learn. So if I'll go back to, we discuss about today, analyze the management structure of a tourism or a hospitality organization, and we discuss what is meant by organization behaviors and how we can organization behavior, and we discuss one model, and analyze the objective of tourism or the hospitality organization. We discuss about objective, and we evaluate the structure of an organization help to achieve objective. Yes.
Right.
We
Yeah.
discuss roles, we discuss culture. If we have a clear structure, that will help to achieve the organization objective easily. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you, I'll ask to upload as well on Moodle. So this is, I think so, maybe you can see now. So this is all about organization behavior for layer services. Organization, that is good to be read. It's a bit, we have few chapters there, but you can just go through the basic organization. So hospitality and tourism fundamentals, which is we need to understand like in a business. Yes. So it's good to be, we can quick, it's not maybe thoroughly, at least we have a bit, what's comma, how we can organization correct, and all this come under hospitality, but we can manage one off, and we can use different approaches as well. So in the next lesson, I'll prepare some handouts and we'll go through some case studies as well. So because we'll see companies like Holiday Inn and various other hotels, their case studies, and how this, hospitality industries and organization behavior and the performance, basically all key are. So because our title of the unit is organization behavior and performance. So how behavior lead to or help to improve the performance. Yes.
The performance. Yes. Yes.
So because performance ultimately we discussed. So whenever you want to be measure the performance, don't just measure the performance in just a profit. You look the cost. You look the time. Like if I want to be measure the performance of individual, I look how much is the person is taking the time to complete the task. Yes.
Yes.
Because time itself is the cost. Yes. But how what is the satisfaction level lies individual? Yes.
Yes.
The quality of the work. I ask different things. Somebody delivered it quickly. Somebody delivered and the cost was less, but the quality wasn't good.
The quality, exactly. Yes.
So then ultimately it's not a performance. Yes. So when you look the performance, try to be focused on the three areas. And it can be happen if we have a good behavior. Yes. And the performance, that's a link within our organization performance. If organization behavior to employees is not, they don't have a clear structured approach, it's not effective. So really we can't achieve what we're supposed to achieve.
Right. Okay.
So which we'll go through more in detail in the next lesson. I'll prepare some mind maps. So we'll clear the concept. I'll send you all these will be available on Moodle. Any questions?
Okay.
And have a nice weekend.
You too. I'll send you should I send you an email when to set up the next session?
Yes, next session will be Sam. Is it okay same time next week?
Oh, yeah, okay. That should be good. No problem.
So we'll carry on doing on Saturday as long you're free. If you have a rota or any other your commitment, let me know, then we'll change.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Yeah, that suits you, it suits me.
Okay, brilliant. That suits me as well. So, and have a nice time. Hope so weather will be.
Enjoy. Have a good weekend. Enjoy.
Same to you. Thank you. Any question, anything? In the next lesson, we'll discuss about assignment as well.
What do you mean? What do you mean assignment?
Assignment brief. I will show you, and we'll discuss, what tasks and how we can address them.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. That's fine. No, I'm fine. No questions. I understand.
Okay, great. Good to hear.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. You have a good weekend.
Time to me. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.